Hey everyone, welcome back to Medieval Engineers. Just doing a quick update on what I've been up to so far. Was messing around with dynamic objects for a while, as you can see over here. Trying to, I don't know, just get the hang of it, figure out how stuff works. It's still quite a bit buggy, everything is, but a lot of the stuff still works. It's just hard to get the hang of. So I decided to take a break from that, the actual, I guess, engineering, working with gears and ropes and everything. I decided just to do some building, work on how I would want a gatehouse type thing, an entrance to my castle, how I would want that to look. And this is what I've come up with so far. Just a double tower entrance. I plan on having this just be a pretty much a wide open entrance, then to just have this be walled off here completely as a passageway, and somewhere in the middle have the actual gatehouse where we have I'm thinking a palisade gate to go up and down to block out enemies or people who don't want coming in or whatever. Then another one of these double tower gateways at the end of it, and then that'll be the entrance to the main castle grounds. This is all I have so far. I mean, I guess I'll build up a little. I just have this, got the spiral staircase working and just alternating the position of the windows as I go up. The straight walls here have the windows there, so on the next level, if I can get the right items on my toolbar. So the next level is gonna have the curved wall windows, and then we'll just have a straight flat wall for the straight pieces. Anyway, just that's what I've been up to. Working on building, getting the hang of it with structural integrity. Structural integrity is actually on right now, and I've just about finished this, so it's structurally sound right now. I've walked up there. I'm not sure how it would handle under a lot of weight. I guess I'll test that when I'm actually finished, see how much weight we can actually put on there without it falling all apart, but I'm pleased with it. It's looks pretty neat, even from distance, and even up close. Little buggy things that haven't been worked out yet. Can't quite figure out how to get the curved in the corner here to work, so we have this little outcropping here. Which, I mean, I guess it's okay, but it's not exactly how I'd like it to look. We'll see if it gets fixed, or if that's how it's just supposed to be. You can see the blocks inside of blocks thing there kind of freaking out. Just certain block combinations they haven't fully worked out yet, I guess, since it's still early access. And right here, you can't really do a wider archway than just side by side. Like that. There's no floor piece, or whatever you want to call it, for the middle right there. So you can't really do extended archways yet, though as long as you ignore that, don't look up at it as you're passing through, it actually looks pretty realistic, pretty cool, I think at least. So I guess I'll just keep on working on this, maybe work on another project, see if I can get the bulk of the gateway done, and probably do next video when I get the actual gate here set up and get that working. I'll probably update you guys once that's done, and then I don't know if I'll copy paste that over to here or if I'll just build it by hand. It's nice to get the practice and working with the blocks within blocks and seeing how the different blocks interact with each other. It's good practice to build it by hand instead of copy pasting everything, especially since once survival mode gets out, that's how I plan on building everything, is in survival mode instead of in creative mode. I'm not too keen on it. And just something I've found out, when you're working with dynamic objects, you actually don't want to be in spectator mode like this. You can move around faster and it's easier to place things, yeah, but when you actually need to like work a crank or push something out of the way, you can't do that in spectator mode. You actually have to have your character to be able to turn cranks and push into things to get them to move out of the way and everything. So for static building like this, you want to be in spectator mode because you don't drift while flying around. As you can see when you fly around as the character, I'm holding back, I let go, and you kind of drift along a little bit. So it's not really great for static building when you're covering a great deal of distance, trying to build things quickly. But as I said, for dynamic mode, when you're working with timbers and cranks and ropes and everything, when you're in person, you can actually bump into stuff and move them and turn cranks and work ropes and everything. When you're in dynamic mode, you can't do that, so. Static construction, in person. Static construction, you want to be in spectator mode, which is the F8, that lets you move and stop on a dime, and you can move around a lot faster, and you can move through walls, which is really handy when you're building something. But when dealing with dynamic stuff, you want to be in person so you can actually bump into things. Anyway, guys, that's just the update for today. Thanks for watching. See you around.